Hello and welcome to the video. Today I'll be going through the earliest way to keep your weapons after you die in GTA San Andreas. As you may know, this is a standard feature in subsequent GTA games, but San Andreas saw the first implementation of it through a dating mechanic, which it's always nice when they implement things like that to help immerse you. Well, mostly anyway. There are many girls that CJ can date throughout the game, but there is one in particular in San Fierro that will stop you from losing your weapons after getting wasted. And that's because she works as a paramedic or something like that, so every hospital in San Andreas is cool with CJ. Moving on, this works on the PS2 version as well as the original Xbox version, and as I mentioned in the last video, the mobile port of the game has this feature enabled from the start. And now that the definitive edition is almost here, I thought I'd explore this method again and see if it's possible in the re-released version. So with that said, let's get into it. Now the goal here is to date Katie as early as possible in the game. She is located in San Fierro, which isn't easy to get to because you immediately get 4 wanted stars for leaving the Los Santos area. So the easiest way to get there is to steal a plane from the airport and fly to her location, which can be done from a new game. You will just need to grab a vehicle and park it outside the airport security gate, then use it to jump up onto the building and over into the airport. Then make your way to the small plane here. Then at a waypoint at this location, as Katie is located on the east edge of the golf course. So as you make your way there, it's best to follow the land up to where you can see San Fierro's airport to reduce the amount of time the cops are after you. I found the best way is to descend quickly towards the 3 lines that look like a Wi-Fi symbol within the airport. Either dodge the missile that gets fired at you, or take the hit, as you should be able to survive at least one. Then level out and fly towards the marker from here. Fly above the freeway, start slowing down, and get close enough to the ground so you can jump from the plane without dying. Aim for the golf green here, then jump out and run into these trees. You should see Katie practicing some martial arts here, and 2 presses of the right on the D-pad will ask her out and confirm it. But wait, she doesn't think you are fit enough. Well, that's not the only prerequisite to dating her. Not only does she require you to have bigger muscles, but you will also need to have more style, in the form of better clothes and a nice haircut. So, we know where she is waiting for us on the map, but we're going to have to put some time into ourselves before we have success in wooing her. Which is kind of true in real life too, huh? Anyway, back in Los Santos, you're going to need to play a few missions first, as the gym and some of the clothes stores around the map become unlocked after certain game events and missions. So, we've got to play through Big Smoke and Sweet and Kendall, which are practically the same mission anyway, as they follow into each other. Next up, you got Ryder, then tagging up turf, cleaning the hood, and of course, drive through, where everyone knows that Big Smoke asks what the others want before making the order, right? There is one other mission you will also need to do, but I better mention that with Ryder's mission, it's best to have at least $500 before starting this, so you can purchase the cornrow haircut, as this will add to your sex appeal and up your style, which Katie requires. So, if you are low on money, I did make another video about making money early in the game, but if you didn't see that, you can also run around killing NPCs for some extra cash. These drug dealer NPCs usually have a couple hundred on them. You will want to make about $1,000 so you have enough money for the clothes later, as well as the haircut, but you will have time to do this after the mission. And once you finish the drive-through mission, you will get a phone call from Sweet telling you to go work out at the gym. So now that the gym is unlocked, you're able to get your muscle stat up. But before we do that, there's that one last mission we will need to do, which is AKs and 9s for Sweet. Once you and Big Smoke are done shooting at bottles, drop off Big Smoke at his place, and Sweet will call you again, telling you to get some colors to represent the hood. So make your way over to Binko and go inside. Walk into the changing room and try something on, but don't buy anything, as the outfit I recommend is bought from the other clothes stores. So cancel out of this and walk outside to complete the mission. With that done, you are now able to prepare for this method. So head over to the gym, pick up either the dumbbells or do some bench presses. You will want to do both of them to increase your muscle stat faster. Now the trick here is to only do about 13 reps per weight lift. then walk outside the gym and back in, and repeat. The reason being that if you work out for too long in one session, the game will block you from working out any more that day. Which you could always go back to CJ's house and save a couple times to progress time, but this way is a lot quicker. After doing that a number of times, you will see that your muscle stat has increased, but you will need to wait for when it says you are perfectly chiseled, as that is Katie's preference. Now with that done, it's time to head over to the clothes store, Pro Labs, which is located in the west part of Los Santos. There, you will need to buy blue track pants, mid-top sneakers, and sunglasses. Then head over to Suburban, which is north of Grove Street, and buy the Rockstar hoodie. And with all that done, you are finally an eligible bachelor for Katie and can head over to the Los Santos airport to attempt the flight to her location. As mentioned earlier, steal a plane and fly north above land towards San Fierro's airport. A few things to note here are if you land a little to the left of the golf course, you will have to jump down the hill, which can end with a police firing squad taking you out, as it takes time for you to get up, so aim for this spot here, avoiding the lampposts and jump out. Depending how many cops spawn, you may need to run around a bit, but mainly just try to run to her and press right on the D-pad a couple times. Make sure you are close enough too, as you might just make it in time before dying. If you made it, she should respond positively, and a progress bar may appear in the top left, showing your progress with Katie. And that's it. Now if you die, you will no longer lose your weapons. Another thing I'll mention about this is there's a glitch on the PS2 and Xbox versions where if you have a save game after dating her on your memory card or hard drive, and you start a new game, you won't lose your weapons either. So essentially you only have to do this once, and all subsequent playthroughs will have this feature enabled from the start, without having to date Katie at all. Now if for some reason she's not there, but she really should be, you may need to do a few more missions to unlock it. These being one for Big Smoke, with the OG Loke mission, then a couple missions for OG Loke also. After stealing Mad Dog's rhymes, Tenpenny will give you a call to meet them at the donut shop. With this mission you will have to save Denise, who becomes the first girlfriend in the game. So completing this mission may unlock the other girlfriends across the map in some versions of the game. And that's it for this video. I'll be interested to see if this works in the definitive edition, and will definitely give it a try once it comes out. But of course, if you had trouble flying to San Fierro with all the police attention, you could always play through the Los Santos missions until you unlock the San Fierro area, and then just drive up to Katie and ask her out then. But that's a little too easy. Thanks for watching.